Hello guys, welcome all of you back with our database management system question series. Today we are going to discuss our question set number 5. So let's get started. Our description for this question set 5 is: the board of directors of New Vision Academy has decided to computerize the information of all the teachers in the educational institute. The software is being developed by Tharaka Software Solution. Assume that you are working as a senior software engineer in this company and you and your team are responsible for creating a database for this software. Creating a database according to the instruction given to you as follows. We have our first question as: create a database called New Vision Academy to store teachers' data. Our second question is: this software has a table called teacher to store teachers' data. Follow the instructions given to create it. And then here we have our instructions. Within that table, we have been given our column names and data types and lengths. Our third question is: enter the data shown in the table below in the database you have set up above. Do not use the graphical method when entering the data here. All data must be entered from query statements, and then they have given us the data sheet. So let's start with question number 1. Create a database called New Vision Academy to store teachers' data. We can do this using two methods. First one is using a query and second one is using a manual method. We discussed in our previous question sets how we can create a database using manual method and using a query. So let's do this practically. In our HeidiSQL software, here we have inserted our query as create database if not exist New Vision Academy. So this query, after running this query, it's going to create a new database as New Vision Academy if that database with the same name is not available in our database management system. So let's run this code. After successfully running it, when we refresh our connection, localhost connection, here you can see we have our newly created database as New Vision Academy. So let's go back. In our second question, it says this software has a table called teacher to store teachers' data. Follow the instruction given to create it. Then they have given us the necessary instructions, and that table has column names, data types and lengths. We can create this using a query and we can also create this using manual method. When we create this table using query, first we need to define what database we are using. In here we have defined our database as New Vision Academy using code use New Vision Academy. After that we have used this code to create our new table, and we have said create table if not exist teacher. So if the teacher table is not presented within our New Vision Academy database, it's going to create that table. And we have given first column name, data type and length, and the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one and sixth one. So let's go and see how we can create this table practically. After entering our query, we can click on this run button. After successfully running this code, when we refresh our connection and when we open our database, it has a new table as teacher. When we double click on this teacher table, we can see here we have our column names, data types and relevant lengths. So let's go back. In our third question, we have said Enter the data shown in the table below in the database you have set up above. Do not use the graphical method when entering data here. All data must be entered from query statement. So we can't use our manual method to enter data. We have to type queries in order to insert this data into our table. First, we need to define what database we are using. In this case, we are using New Vision Academy database. So, in here we have defined we are as using New Vision Academy database. After that, we can use a insert query in order to insert data into our table. And we have used insert and into keywords first, and by using them we have said insert these datas into this teacher table, and this is the name of our table, and then within the opening and closing bracket we have given the relevant column names. So after column names we have set values, and we have given relevant value to these relevant columns. So after executing this query, the tech1 value will be added under teacher register number column. As same as this, we can insert the other queries too. So let's go and see how we can do this practically. We can insert our query like this, and when we click on this run button, it's going to execute each one of these queries one after one. After that, we can refresh our database, and then we can double click on this teacher table, and when we click on this data button, it's going to show us the entered data. Here we have our register numbers, and then we have inserted first names, last names, genders, contact numbers, and relevant email addresses. So let's go back. So guys, that's all for our question set 5. In the next video, let's discuss our question set number 6. Until then, have a nice day.